Chapter 5 Indigo by Louis Fisher. The chapter is basically an excerpt taken from the book The Life of Mahatma Gandhi by Louis Fisher. The book has been reviewed as one of the best books ever written on Gandhi by Times Educational Supplement. As the chapter opens, the author explains about how his first interaction meeting with Mahatma Gandhi happened in an ashram. He says that he first met in 1942 in Sevagram, and it was located in central India. Gandhi said that he would tell him about his struggle against British, which first took place in the year 1917. He says that in the month of December in 1916, Mahatma went to attend annual meeting of Indian National Congress at Lucknow. There were around 2,301 representatives and visitors, and Gandhi recalled that a small farmer named Rajkumar Shukla came to him and who was poor and thin. He requested Gandhi to visit Champaran, a place in foothills of Himalaya, mountain range near the kingdom of Nepal, and he had come to Congress session to complain about the injustice of the landlord system in Bihar. And somebody had probably said, speak to Gandhi. So, how he came up to Gandhiji to seek help. Gandhi told Shukla that he had an appointment in Kanpur and also committed to go to other parts of India. Then Shukla accompanied him everywhere. And then Gandhi returned to his ashram near Ahmedabad. Shukla followed him to ashram. For weeks, he never left Gandhi's side. Fix a date, and he always begged, fix a date, and all that. And, impressed by the sharecropper's tenacity and story, Gandhi said, I have to be in Calcutta on such and such date. Come and meet me there and take me wherever you want, like where you want to take me to Champaran, I'll go. And months passed. Shukla was sitting on his haunches at the appointed spot in Calcutta, and he waited till Gandhi was free. On the day that had been fixed, Gandhi, as Shukla was eagerly waiting for Gandhi, and then they went to the house of then they took a train to Patna and went to the house of a lawyer, Rajendra Prasad. When they reached there, he was not home, but the servants allowed both of them to stay on grounds. They all knew him because Shukla used to assist their master in helping indigo sharecroppers. They did not allow Gandhi to draw water from their well, as they took him to be an untouchable and did not want to pollute the entire water resource. As Shukla was not able to provide Gandhi with adequate information, therefore, Gandhiji decided to go to Muzaffarpur, which was on way to Champaran, to obtain complete information. He sent a telegram to Professor J.B. Kriplani, who was a teacher at Arts College in Muzaffarpur. Gandhi had seen him at Tagore Shanti Niketan school. Gandhi took a train to Muzaffarpur that arrived at midnight on 15th April 1917. Kriplani was already waiting there with his students. Gandhi stayed there for 2 days at Professor Malkhani's home, who was a teacher in a government school. According to Gandhi, it was a remarkable thing that a government professor was entertaining him because at the time, government officials were there were stringent measures taken against government officials who were providing lodging or any kind of support to entire British people. The news of Gandhi's arrival and the purpose of his mission spread through Muzaffarpur and Champaran very fast. Sharecroppers started to visit him. Muzaffarpur lawyers informed Gandhi about the whole situation as They represented various peasants in the courts. They explained to him about their cases and the fee they charged. Gandhi Gandhi scolded the lawyers for charging such high fee from the poor sharecroppers. He decided that it was useless to go to the courts as the judiciary was not doing anything good to the peasants. He said that as long as peasants were suppressed and full of fear, it was useless to visit these courts. He wanted to set them free from fear. Most of the cultivable land in the Champaran district was owned by Englishmen who had divided them into various estates. And the peasants were the occupants of these lands. Englishmen forced peasants to cultivate indigo and 15% of the land on the 15% of their land and to give the crop to them as rent. All of this was done through a long term agreement. While all this was going on, the landlords came to know about the chemical indigo being prepared in Germany, and it was blue colored dye made with chemicals. They started demanding money from poor peasants in order to cancel their agreement, as they no longer required the indigo plantations. The sharecropping system was very annoying. So many of the peasants paid for the cancellation of agreements, but as the news about synthetic indigo spread and reached the uneducated peasants, they started demanding. They wanted their money back. When Gandhi arrived at Champaran, he decided his main motto there was to gather the facts. For this, he had visited Secretary of British Landlord Association. The secretary did not answer him because he could not give any information to an outsider. After this, he went to Tirhut division. Champaran district was under Tirhut division. The commissioner not only threatened Gandhi but also suggested him to immediately leave Tirhut. Gandhi did not leave. Gandhi was threatened by commissioner, but he did not leave the place. He then went to Motihari, which was capital of Champaran. He was joined by several lawyers. When they reached the station, they were welcomed by large number of people. And he then went to a house which was later converted into headquarters. He started his inquiry into matter. Gandhi decided to visit a nearby village when he came to know about an incident of ill treatment with a peasant. He was on his way on an elephant when the superintendent messenger stopped him and ordered him to return back to town. Gandhi followed him and the messenger took him back to his home. He was then served a notice which ordered him to quit his movement and return back. Gandhi received the notice, signed a receipt on which he wrote that he would not obey the order. As a result, Gandhi got summons to appear in court. And Gandhi was not able to sleep the whole night. He telegraphed Rajendra Prasad, asked him to come to Bihar, get some powerful people along. He sent some guidelines to ashram and also telegraphed whole matter to the viceroy. Next morning, what happened? Motihari was full of peasants as they wanted to support Gandhi. None of them knew about his works in South Africa. They only knew that there was a Mahatma who had come to help them and was in trouble due to the officials. They started gathering in front of courthouse. This incident was their attempt of setting themselves free from the fear of British. As the crowd had gathered in front of court building, it became difficult for officers to control the mob. They had to take Gandhi They had to take help from Gandhi to regulate the crowd. Gandhi politely told the officials if they would misuse their power, then there are chances they would have to face revolt from Indians. As the situation was getting tougher, the lawyer requested the court to postpone the trial by some days. The authorities decided to consult the higher authorities. Gandhi protested against the delay. He read a statement pleading guilty.